Watch me rain, and I'll slay them all. Slay them all, slay them all, slay them all. You'll never steal the rain, and I'll slay them all. Slay them all, slay them all, slay them all. You'll never steal the throne.
Hey everyone, this is Eli from JustCheckIt.com here with an After Effects tutorial. If you guys want to get any of the project files that I've shown today, you can get them all at JustCheckIt.com/downloads for free, so make sure to go there. Now, I can't include the full song that I used to demonstrate the effect due to copyright. However, I just made a tutorial about how you can find high quality copyright-free songs for free. So if you want to check that out, check out the link in the top right. But besides that, I don't want to waste time, so let's get into the tutorial. Alright, let's open up After Effects. If you go down to the bottom left-hand corner of this project window, you'll see this little button down here to create a new composition. Now you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name mine React. Now I'm going to do 720p. You can make yours 1080p if you want, but I'm trying to help your guys' computers out here. Helping a brother out, making it 1280 by 720, but it's up to you what you want to do. I'm making my duration 30 seconds, but make the composition the same length as a song that you're going to use. My song is a clipped down version of a song called Rain. Just make sure that the length of the song is the same length as the composition. Alright, now we're going to double click right here in the blank canvas area, and we're going to find the song. Mine's Rain Short. I'm going to hit import. Then I'm going to click and drag that into our new composition down here. Now we're going to click in the blank area and we're going to hit Control or Command Y, and that'll create a new solid. I'm going to name it PLEXUS. You can make it whatever color you want. I'm not the boss of you. Hit OK. Now in the effects and presets, oh look at that, I already searched it, but if you don't have it up, just search for PLEXUS. And just a reminder, this is a paid plugin. So this does not come with After Effects, but it's a very powerful plugin. I highly recommend it to anyone serious about VFX. I'll put a link in the description where you can download it. Alright, click and drag it onto the PLEXUS layer over here that we just created. And this is PLEXUS 3. Now in PLEXUS 2, you were not able to use this method. This is all new in PLEXUS 3. Before, you had to use complex algorithms to achieve the same effect. But PLEXUS 3 comes with a built-in audio reaction plugin, so it's super cool. But anyway, first thing we're going to do is hit Add Geometry. I'm going to add Path. Next, we're going to go down to the Add Effector, and we're just going to go down to Sound Effector. There it is, baby. Now, next, we're going to go down to Add Renderer. Default, it has a points renderer added, so we're going to add a lines renderer, and we're also going to add a triangulation. And the reason why I'm only using these three is because I'm basing this off of my original PLEXUS tutorial. If you want to check it out, you can check it out right here. These other two, I'm not going to cover in this tutorial. If you guys want me to go into it another time, I can. It's pretty basic though. You guys can play around with this and make the effect your own if you want. Next thing we're going to do is make sure that the PLEXUS layer is selected. Then we're going to go up to the pen tool right here, or you can hit G, of course. And we're going to draw out our logo. I'm just going to draw the Check It logo, but draw your logo. And it does not need to be perfect, you guys. So, I know this looks like poo, right? But this is why this effect is so cool. You can click and drag this mask and adjust it on the fly. If you're not happy with the look of the logo, you can always go back and make it exactly what you want. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to hit M to bring up the masks. I'm going to select them all, and I'm just going to hit V and to bring up the move tool, and I'm just going to center it by eye. It doesn't need to be perfect. Alright, click off of it, but you need to have that V. You need to hit V in order to go to your move tool, or else it's just going to create another mask. But anyway, look at that. We have our logo. It's already imported into the PLEXUS path object thanks to this all masks algorithm already set up for us. Now we can start adjusting it. So points on each mask. I'm going to just make that 80. Just a disclaimer, you guys don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Do what makes your heart happy. These settings might not work out perfect for your logo. So just play around with it. Alright, next is replication. A lot of people like to replicate and then just extrude the depth, and like it comes up with a pretty cool effect. But for what I'm doing in this tutorial, I just want to set it at 1 for right now, and we'll mess with that later. Next thing we're going to do is going to go down to the sound effector. Now in this sound layer, there's a drop down menu right here. We're going to just select the song that we imported down into our composition. That's range short. Next is sound amplitude. This is how much this logo is being affected. I like to go into the negatives, to be honest, but positive is more of an exploding look, and negative is more of an imploding look. I'm going to do -45 and -400, but feel free to play around with this. Next is frequency begin and frequency end. Holy crap, there's a lot of theory up in here. Frequency is basically a spectrum, and on that spectrum, it goes from low to high. So 0 to 200 is your subs, your very lows. Anywhere from 200 to about 8,000 is your lows to mid highs. And then 8,000 to 20,000 is super highs. Well, 14K to like 20,000 is super highs. Anyway, maybe in the future I'll make a video explaining that theory, and I'll put that right here in the top right corner. But for right now, just know anywhere from 0 to 8,000 is where you're going to get your lows to high mids. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go frequency begin 0, and I'm going to go to 8K. That'll cover the basic spectrum. I don't want the highs to be affecting this, otherwise it looks too crazy, in my opinion. Maybe you'll like that. Anyway, moving on. Sample duration. This is how long the effect will be applied. So I'm going to do about 150, 140-ish. Echo time delay, I'm going to set that to about 10. Now, affecting scale makes it look 3D while it's reacting. To give you an example, I'll just show you real quick. So I'm going to hit 0.
Watch me rain.
Okay, so right now it's just affecting side by side, right? But now if I do affect scale, hit 0 again.
Watch me rain. Watch me rain.
Okay, do you see how those dots pop up and make it look more 3D? I'm going to do it one more time so you guys can see.
Watch me rain.
It looks more 3D. Now, that effect looks really cool. However, I've done this effect quite a bit lately, and I know that I don't like it on the actual logo. I like it after the fact, and I'll show you guys what I mean later, but for right now, I'm going to uncheck that. I was just trying to show you guys the basic theory behind what you guys can use it for. All right, next, PLEXUS points. Those are the little points that you see on the logo itself. It's the outlining part here. I'm going to amp that up to about 4, around 420. Blaze it, let's go. And I'm going to leave everything else default for that. Next, PLEXUS lines. I'm going to let's turn up the lines a bit. And then let's actually turn the opacity down. Let's do that. You can draw a custom opacity map right here if you want. I'm going to use that. And let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Line thickness, I'm going to just make it go down like that. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the triangulation. Actually going to turn that up. I'm going to turn this. The number of triangles per vertex I'm going to put to 4. And I'm going to turn down, yeah, just so you can see more of the middle and the lines now. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go to this point right here. I'm going to hit fit. Now let's take a gander at what we've created so far.
Watch me rain. And I'll say
oh, that's looking pretty good. And that was just first try, guys. Like, I'm not even really going through this that intensely. I'm just having fun here. But moving on with the tutorial, what we're going to do is we're going to close that drop-down menu. We're going to select the PLEXUS layer. Then we're going to hit Control or Command D to duplicate that layer. Next, we're going to right-click the PLEXUS layer we just made and go Rename. And let's just name this Web I for 1. Yeah, name it whatever you want. That's just what I'm going to do. Okay? Quit judging me. All right, with web selected, let's go points on each mask and move it up to about 100, 102, no problem. I'm going to turn the opacity down to about 10. And then we're going to go to the, we're not going to mess with the replication yet. But we're going to go to the effects scale. And this is in the sound effector layer here. We're gonna go to effect scale, check it, check it, and then we're gonna scroll down some more, and we're gonna go all the way to the bottom where you see the plexus, the actual plexus layer here, and we're gonna hit open to bring up the panel, the original panel here. Then we're gonna add a new effector, and that effector is noise. Now we're gonna find the noise layer that we just made, and we're gonna amp it up to about, what, 300-ish? Yeah, just so it's kind of surrounding the thing that we've already made. And scroll down to the lines. I can already tell. You guys will get good at this too. Just a few times of using this effect, you'll get good at it like I am. If you go to the lines layer here, and you amp up the maximum render distance, you'll be able to see more of the lines on the outside dots here. Let's also add more lines per vertex. Alright, now let's take a gander at what we just did by clicking fit and hitting 0.
Watch me watch me
Ooh, that's looking really, really nice. Alright, I actually really like that, so we're just going to select the web eye. We're going to hit Controller Command D once again to duplicate it. Right click it because After Effects is stupid and it puts a 2 at the end. I'm just going to hit I. There we go, hit enter. And now we're going to mess with what you've all been waiting for. Replication. Gonna do that drop down menu. I'm gonna do about 3 replicas. Ooh, look at that. It's already looking super nice. Then I'm gonna drop the opacity down to about 8, just so it's not overbearing in your face. And I'm also going to deselect the effect scale. Alright. And maybe move the extrude depth out a bit more, so you get more variation there. And now we're going to make everything skinnier so it's not so in your face. First off, let's go all the way to the bottom with the lines here, the lines renderer. And let's actually do the line thickness down to 0.5. I'm just going through like what I see here. Like I'm no particular order, to be honest. I'm just kind of seeing, evaluating, and then acting. Let's change the point size to 1.4. Now I'm going to actually turn down the points on each mask. Maybe even less. About 48. 48 should be good. Maybe mess with the extrude depth some more. Alright, now let's hit 0 and see what we got.
Watch me watch me watch me
Alright, that's actually looking really, really good. So let's now animate a camera within this space by right-clicking in this blank canvas area down here, going New, Camera. I'm just going to name it Camera. I'm going to make it 28 millimeters. Everything else I'm going to leave default. Then I'm going to hit OK. So let's go into the web layer here, Web 2, and then selecting it and then going down to the extrude depth layer right here, and let's just turn that down so that it comes back into the picture. Yeah, there we go. That looks a lot better. There, now it's back in the picture. Alright, now if we go into the camera itself, we're going to bring down the transform options, making sure that the timeline indicator is all the way to the left. We're going to select the position, and we're going to hit a keyframe. And that'll just start our keyframe, the changes that we want to make, and then we're going to zoom out a little bit to where you think you like it. I like it right about, maybe right about there. Now I'm going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to zoom in. And that'll just create a nice animation through the entire performance of the song. Now if we hit 0, let's check out what we made. Well, first hitting fit and then hitting 0.
watch me watch me
Alright, it's looking really nice. Now if we go over to our effects and presets and type in glow. Alright, now we're going to scroll down, maybe minimize these layers here so we're not getting them all confused. Now if we select the plexus layer itself, select the glow, and click and drag it onto the plexus layer, and we're going to do that twice. Now we can start seeing something really cool. But just so the glow looks better, we're going to go up to File, Project Settings, go over to the color settings, and we're going to change the depth from 8 bits per channel to 32 bits per channel and hit OK. And this just creates a more smooth glow effect. Alright, next we're going to change the glow intensity down to 0.2 on both of them. And on glow 2, we're just going to turn up the glow radius quite a bit. Not too much, but enough. There we go. Now it's already looking way better. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select both of the glow effects, and we're going to hit Controller Command C. We're going to select the Web 1. We're going to hit Controller Command V. That'll place it also on the Web 1 layer. Now we're getting a really cool looking effect, and if you want, you can drop down the opacity a little bit more. I actually like how it's pretty overbearing, especially because I'm about to change the color of everything. Because now we're going to change the overall style, and this is completely optional if you guys want. I think this looks cool by itself, but adding a little bit more style will get all the ladies and will make your dad love you again. If we scroll down, the first thing I'm going to change on the Web 1 layer is the triangulation. I'm going to change the color of it. So get colors from vertices. I'm going to uncheck that. I'm going to select the triangle's color, and let's make this one green, like a bright green. Yeah, oh, that's going to be sick. Oh, man. Next, we're going to select the PLEXUS layer itself, and let's change the lines. Instead of the triangles, let's change the lines. Get color from vertices, uncheck it, select the color, and then go up to green. And if the color looks too intense for your eyes, you can always go to the left and make it a little bit more worn out, but I actually like the bright color, but that's just my personal taste. I'm not the boss if you do what you want. Last but not least, we're going to go up to the Web 2 layer. Let's change the triangles on this one as well. Triangulation, get colors from vertices, uncheck it. Change the color to green. Alright. Now you can leave this as it is, or you can select the blank canvas area down here, hit Control or Command Y, make a new solid, call it BG. And if you guys have seen my other tutorials, you'll know exactly what I'm about to do here, because I love using this ramp effect. Type ramp, click and drag it onto the background layer. Start color, we're going to make it kind of a lighter dark green. End color, we're going to make it a very dark green. Then we're going to change it from a linear ramp to a radial ramp. We're going to turn the ramp scatter up to about 400 to 500. And then we're going to click the top point of this ramp. We're going to drag it down. We're going to click the bottom point of the ramp and just swap them up. Okay, and then put it all the way to the bottom. Just swap those 2 points, and boom, you have a very nice, smooth transition. That's what the ramp scatter is doing, you guys. If you guys want to see 0, you get that banding effect, and that doesn't look good. But with 400 to 500 scatter applied, it makes it very smooth. Now if we click and drag this layer to the very bottom, let's hit 0.
Watch me rain. Watch me rain. Watch me rain.
Alright, that's looking super good. The final piece that we want to add on top of this is hitting Controller Command Alt Y. That'll create a new adjustment layer. Right click it, go rename, and we're going to call this Motion Blur. Hit enter, go up to your effects and presets, and we're basically going to force motion blur. So type in motion, and at the bottom you'll see CC, force motion blur. If your computer can handle it, go to pixel motion blur, but I'm just going to select CC motion blur. This one's a little less intense. Click and drag it onto the adjustment layer here. Leave everything default, and wow, it makes your computer run so much slower. That's why it's the last thing. It just makes it look more realistic, honestly. It just adds, whoa. Goodness, my computer is so old. But anyway, you guys get the picture. Now we can render this by going up to Composition, Add to Render Queue. Or you can hit Controller Command M. Next, we're going to go down to Output Module, select Lossless. Go to the Format, change it to QuickTime. And you can go into the Format settings. I already have H.264 selected. Hit OK. Output 2. And I'm just going to name this one PLEXUS Wub Green Tea. I'm going to hit Save and Render. And that is going to take quite a bit of time. But with that, guys, we are done. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are able to learn something. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give the video a like. It really does help out a lot. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, because I leave all my favorite comments at the end of the video. Well, starting on the next video, because I haven't made a video in so long. I kind of need some comments to go off of. So, yeah, your comment could end up on the end of the next video. Make sure to go to checkit.com/downloads to download all these files for free. Seriously. If you have any suggestions for a future tutorial, leave it in the comment section below. Also, feel free to check out my Twitch. I live stream every day at twitch.tv/lmgood. Alright, with that, guys, I will see you on the next tutorial. Peace!
Watch me rain, and I'll say